And here's Barnes for three. The shot off that time.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And we've watched three so far in this one. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Spurs trail by 5. Connect out there with Smith. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4. That's the Laker 5.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Barnes. The rebound by the Lakers. They've led by as much as 10. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. We hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Castle against Smith. Olynyk, that one. Olynyk's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Spurs.
And how about the vision from Castle, spotting that opening and making the pass on time.
Here's Smith, and it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Really hard to count. Many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to end the possession, though, and it's the reason this game is coming down to the wire. I mean, his touch from outside and from the field in general has been superb.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Barnes kicks to Olynyk. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And the basket by Castle.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
They set the pick. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And it goes down 2 points.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Vanderbilt the pass to Smith. 6 to shoot. Back to Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Here's Smith going inside, and he makes good on the layup. Smith's got 4 this quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. He has decided it's the right time to talk. One of the stories here, Nick Smith getting it done today.
Well, they have one thing to talk about. How do we stop this guy from knocking down threes?
The Spurs making a switch here. Wembanyama's checked in. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
All right, Allie, thank you. He's the best of Vanderbilt. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
He could have walked to the basket.
Spurs trail by 8. To the wing on the left. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. It's Barnes on the follow.
Barnes is strong and athletic, aggressive on the glass, not afraid to get in there and mix it up.
Here's Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Down low, tries to keep it alive. Barnes with it. Gwinnett picks him up. And it's Nick Smith with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Wembanyama against Ayton. 3-pointer. Oh, Wembanyama spacing the floor.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
And he makes that one. Doncic has got 19 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Good.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
To the inside. Here's LeBron. Ayton wide open. And another basket for the Lakers.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Here's Castle. And James pulls it down.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he lifts on that.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
Another shot, Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Now, here's Harper. It's Ohan, top of the key. Up again. Wembanyama on the foul. Wembanyama's got 45 points.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Wembanyama gets the bucket.
I guess he just needed a little break because since halftime, he's been raining triples.
Here's LeBron, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Harper into the lane.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
James finds Smart. And James throws it down hard.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Spurs passing it around. No good. Los Angeles leading by 6. Knocks it loose. Shot clock at 6. Doncic outside. For 3. Can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 6. And Benyama. And good. He hits it again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Doncic going to work.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
Now Castle takes the 3. Doncic for the rebound.
You know, ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Here's Ayton. Doncic outside. Ayton sets the pick for Doncic. Now James. Now Doncic. Let's lose a 3.
No way, said Wembanyama. Not on my block.
And the Lakers with some changes. Jackson Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Hachimura comes in for Jake LaRavia. And Smith subbed in for Marcus Smart. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Hachimura. Doncic. James looking it over. Harper against Doncic. Oh, the dunk!
Doncic typically is matched up against guards or wings, yet with his size, they have trouble keeping him off the board.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Hachimura comes with the double team. It's good!
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Now James fires the 3. Not that time. It won't go.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Oh, good. On the layup. And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident that he's able to go up and knock those down.
Third personal foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that trims the lead to 6. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that hope?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
That one goes.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
They trail by 6.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and they put them on the line.
Yeah, and I'm confident Coach was reminding everybody, don't foul at the start of that possession. Obviously, he didn't get the message.
So they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And the Spurs with possession. Jacks up a 3. Doncic. And so the Lakers take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin,
as always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.